Ooga motherfucking ooga cunts, and welcome to the Cun Stream. Today, we get to talk about fucking Kanye West. Do you want to know why? Because Kanye West is going fucking crazy. Who's surprised? Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. Fucking damn. Like, is anybody keeping up with this shit? I'm not. I was told about this shit. And so all I simply did was Kanye West. I Googled Kanye West recent news. And
Yeah, it seems like he's getting crazy.
fucking just pop the fuck up. No, he isn't. He's just finally speaking his mind. You know what? That's fair enough, a Gluck. That is fair enough. Always late, always drunk. I am not drunk yet, Gnostic Man. Um, he admitted he is a gay. Yes, but he doesn't. He doesn't understand, Jacob. Yes, Kanye West. Everybody, I want you all to know, Kanye West is a gay fish. He likes fish sticks. He likes fish sticks in his mouth. He is a gay fish. And if you guys don't know that reference, um, South Park. There you go.
Also, he is not Aquaman.
No.
Just pointing that out.
But he is good friends with Aquaman, bitching which we will hopefully get to that when we figure that out. I don't know shit. Brockus, do you know shit about the whole what's his face, the Canadian guy, right?
Yes, the Canadian guy. The guy from Canada. Apparently some things went down with Paul Zigo and Andy Worski. I'm not sure where. I'm not sure when. I actually know very little on this information, and the fucking guy who decided to set this all up, who wants to talk about it, is preoccupied right now. He will be showing up in just a bit, though.
He's
obviously.
probably getting blowies again.
Yeah, like basically he sets it up. He says, "All right, cunts, I'm gonna hit the button. Go. I'm gonna be busy." I'm like, "All right, Schmeckle. I don't. Fuck you."
So if anybody,
So
if
yeah.
Outlaw says, "Fuck you, Brockus, fight me." But if anybody knows enough about the whole Canadian guy stuff, slide into my DMs real quick. My Twitter DMs. Slide in, let me know. I will shoot you a link so you can help learn me a thing because I don't know jack shit about any of this stuff. So
Yeah.
just let me know.
The only Andy controversy that seems to be going on from what I can tell is that there are still people on the internet, still people on YouTube, still people on Twitter consistently bitching about Andy and his channel and how they don't like it because this reason or that reason, or they use Andy just to segue into fucking Kumite and talk shit on it. Or they even use Kumite to segue and talk shit on Andy. Whatever the case is, it's always these guys are coming under fire for really fucking stupid reasons. Like I was actually talking to Zell about this particular thing earlier, where he and I pretty much have the same agreement. A lot of time, it's just a bunch of very jealous people who are just mad and pissed off that Andy and Tonka and Failure are so successful at something like this, where it's just, you could call it online drama, you can call it blood sports, you can call it whatever the fuck you want. But there are a lot of people out there that are extremely jealous and pissed off that they have essentially capitalized this particular genre on fucking on YouTube, and they're lashing out negatively because it's like, why can't that be me? And it's fucking ridiculous. Like earlier, I got tagged in a video that Antoine was so kind to tweet out and tag me and a few others in. Fuck you, by the way, Antoine. I didn't want to watch that video, but I did. It's this pissed off hamster who's just talking all kinds of stupid shit on Kumite and Warski Live, and it's just the most ridiculous talking points. Oh, these people, they don't know how to do it right. Oh my god. It was just like, you could tell the jealousy was there. It was they're mad and jealous that they're not more popular and not getting the kind of numbers, like viewing wise, on their channels and shit. and it was just fucking pathetic. But with this Andy thing, I have no idea. I know very little of it. So what I know is that apparently Paul's ego called Andy out for something, and Andy did not respond well. Just that's as far as
Cynics
I know.
Cynics makes a really good point. I don't know if this is the case, but you saying that they're being jealous or they're being jelly or whatever. He said, so if you criticize someone, you're jelly. That's that's not that's not the case.
Not
Not
it's not always criticizing your jelly kind of thing. There are some people out there that will criticize Kumite or Warski live, and they might have valid points, whatever the case is. It's when you consistently bitch about it, and that's all you want to talk about, and you don't really have anything of substance to bring to the argument, and all it seems like you're doing is bitching and bitching and bitching. I'm gonna look at that and say, I think you're jealous, bro.
okay. Well, you can go ahead and do that. I don't know what's going on. Um, but I'll get into the Kanye stuff. We'll hopefully be able to get somebody to come in and give some context and some information as to what's happening with the Canadian guy thing. So Kanye West, I guess, is back on Twitter. I don't know. I don't follow him. I don't know him. I just know he says stupid shit when he's on Twitter. And I guess recently he's been saying some more stuff. Apparently on Tuesday, TMZ reported that after firing members of his team, the rapper was acting erratic. A word, uh, a word that Kanye evidently didn't much care for. He's quoted to say, there's actually a little Twitter screenshot. Harvey Levin of TMZ, you're hearing from your future president. Let's be friends. Please never use the word erratic to describe a person who is economically and psychologically empowered. Although he did acknowledge the fact that, yeah, no, he I guess he did fire his manager. He writes, I no longer have a manager. I can't be managed. I'm nobody's client. Yes, I got rid of my last lawyer. Why? Because he wouldn't come to work full time. I also asked my last manager to come work full time for Yeezy, of course. The last lawyer and manager said no. So now I hired a CEO and a CFO, and I have two full time lawyers as of now. Um, and I guess this caused Kim Kardashian to to say stuff because a source close to Kardashian says behind closed doors she's concerned and isn't thrilled about West's public outbursts, particularly the I really love Donald Trump remarks. It's quoted, she loves him and has his back in everything, but she can't control what he says and tweets. Of course, she'd like him to scale back a bit, and I'm guessing that's on the Twitter rants. Kanye West is. It shows some more tweets from him of him praising Trump. You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him. We are both dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone. I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals, and we have the right to independent thought. I hate the fact that I'm agreeing with Kanye West on some of this shit, but it's fucking true.
I,
And
I
then
don't I don't think anyone really expected, who has been a long time not liker or hater of Kanye West. I don't think anybody would have expected to actually say, like, no, I'm gonna side with Kanye on some of the things that he's saying. That's something none of us thought anyone would actually do. And it's just like, why?
he's also there's another tweet from him. If your friends jump off the bridge, you don't have to do the same. Ye being ye is a fight for you to be you. For people in my life, the idea of Trump is pretty much a 50-50 split, but I don't tell a Hillary supporter to not support Hillary. I love Hillary too. Uh, and I guess this got Kim Kardashian to call him because he then tweets, my wife just called me and she wanted me to make this clear to everyone. I don't agree with everything Trump does. I don't agree 100% with anyone but myself.
Again, like with a quote like that, I have to go with, nah, I mean, yeah, I'm going to agree with myself a lot of the times. Probably
Like,
100% of the time because it's me.
I
I
don't even agree with me 100% of the time.
I'm just saying from that perspective, I would actually go ahead and say, like, I mean, he's not exactly wrong. He's a bit cringy, but it's not exactly wrong. If you want to agree with yourself 100% of the time, you should be allowed to agree with yourself 100% of the time. Nobody should agree with everybody always 100% of the time. That's a terrible idea. It's a terrible stance to have. Like I'm never going to agree with Zell on 100% of everything all the time. There are things that he and I are going to have problems like seeing eye to eye with. He and I have fought over dumb shit. Uh,
Yeah, you guys have. Yeah, you guys definitely have.
oh, like you and I have never fought over some dumb shit.
Touche. Well, apparently Trump had tweeted back, or in response to Kanye, "Thank you, Kanye, very cool." And then Kanye went on to tweet about his admiration for Trump and Apple CEO Tim Cook. And it's just a screenshot, I guess, of Donald Trump and Tim Cook. Uh, Looking forward to my meeting with Tim Cook of Apple. We will be talking about many things, including how the U.S. has been treated unfairly for many years by many countries on trade. And then Kanye had, I guess, clicked on that and shared it and said, "Can't wait to meet."
Hmm.
So that's interesting. And then he's talking about how two of my favorite people. And then also, Kanye was talking, decided to go on about Obama. Obama was in office for 8 years and nothing in Chicago changed.
Again, that's something you can't really go against him with because it's like so many people want to put blame on anyone but where it should actually be. Like what's a good example? Some shit goes down in the first year of Obama's presidency. Everyone's fucking blaming Obama. And it's just like you realize that you kind of still have to look at the previous president for the first year worth of presidency, even though he's out of office and shit. There are certain things that, like, the new president's going to try to clean up and fix or change, and it's going to take time. And clearly, the previous president is the one who put certain things in place. And so that's why I always get fucking pissed off when somebody would, like, in the first year of Trump being president, everybody was looking at Trump saying, "You're just a piece of shit. How dare you? This law sucks." And it's like, that was put in by the Obama administration. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, I get tired of people pushing blame on shit where it doesn't belong and stuff. And it's fucking weird. It's weird to see people they just want a scapegoat. They don't care fucking who.
The thing is, people love to blame Now, I'm not a fan of Trump. I'm not. I also was never a fan of Hillary. Um, but people absolutely love blaming the president because he's the face. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and and the thing you got to look at is you got to look at Congress and you got to look at Senate because they're the ones. The president only has so much power, and that's the thing that people, especially outside, in other countries, that's just something that they're not familiar with. Not even most Americans know. They automatically assume as soon as they hear someone running for president, saying shit like, "I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that." You can't. Now you can bring that idea, but it will be Congress who can pass that idea and who can actually make changes, because that's how the United States um, system works when it comes to voting and shit like that. That's why people need to not worry too much about the president, because pretty much at the head of the military branch, that's what the president is. They also just so happen to be like, our international face in most things. But that's what the president is they're the head of the military branch. What you need to fucking look at is your Congress. Start looking at the Congress and start working on trying to vote out the congressmen and women that you fucking hate, that you're like, you've been fucking shit up for years. What the fuck are you thinking? Because their presidents have term limits. I'm and correct me if I'm wrong, but congressmen don't.
Congressmen kind of do. Um,
I mean, they
but
have to go up for re-election, but they can keep going and keep going and keep going.
yeah, when it comes to certain political seats, the president is one of the most common ones that actually has an actual limitation embedded into the Constitution itself. Essentially, no president, unless by popular opinion or actual voting for them to continue for a third or fourth term and shit like that. No president is allowed to serve for more than 2 terms. And then, of course, I think there is an addendum in there. Like, if a young president is president for like 1 term, they can run again for a 2 term rule like years later. But I can't remember all the actual limits when it comes to the presidential seat. But Congress and Senate, not so much. Congress and Senate, they do have to be reelected and shit, but there's no actual limit to how long they can sit in that seat. There are people that are in Congress that have been in Congress since I was fucking born. That's how that fucking system is actually pretty goddamn messed up. And yes, you are correct. Most of the time, when it comes to a lot of laws being passed, when it comes to a lot of things happening in America, you can't always look at the president. Congress and the Senate are the primary targets for that thing. The
They're
president
the
is.
ones who will get that shit to happen.
Mhm.
What I put in caps. I will in just a sec. Sorry, writer. Low waifus in chat. My low waifu. I love you, baby. How you doing, honey? Hi. Executive orders. Cynics. Yes, you're right. There is executive orders. Um, and let's see, malevolent writer. To all, it's not what you say or how you say it. It's what you talk about that gets you banned on YouTube.
Kind of. There's some leeway, obviously. Like Logan Paul has said and done some really fucked up shit.
Who?
He's still around. Uh, Very popular faggot for being untalented.
Okay. So what?
Think of him as the YouTube white male of the Kardashians. Him and his brother.
Okay.
Anyways, I actually wanted to acknowledge a couple of things. A Gluck or Glucky McDaniels is in the chat. He's saying that he actually brought up a very good point. The only way the president could carry more than 8 years is if they were the vice president and the press died or something like that.
Oh,
So,
the
yeah.
Japanese Suicide Forest douchebag?
Yes, that's who
Okay,
Logan Paul
okay,
is.
okay. Yeah, no, I know. He used to what's it and a gluck Vine ass hats. I remembered seeing some of his vines.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Japanese forest bullshit. Oh, fucking fuck that. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go on. You were saying something.
Oh no, actually, Gluck actually had a very good point to what I was actually saying earlier. One of the ways that a president can actually serve for more than 8 years is, in fact, if he was at one point the vice president and something happened to the vice president, and so basically, obviously the president's gone, vice president has to step up, and then he can continue to officially run for president for the next 2 terms. That's one of the easiest ways on how a VP can actually be in charge for that long. But that's kind of a rare case. There have been very few vice presidents who have actually stepped up and become the president for as long as they have. But Nixon is definitely one of those people that was a vice president who then became president after.
If the guy's JFK'd. It's a good way of putting it, seeking origin.
No, I mean, if the bullet fits, damn it! It's not. It wasn't what I wanted to say. Oh, I hate my stupid brain sometimes. what the fuck were we saying? No, but yeah, like you can't always blame the president for every single discretion that happens. Like for the majority of the time when everybody was bitching about Obamacare from the very start, from the very beginning, people had to understand that there were um, certain things that were put into Obamacare that President Obama himself probably did not originally want, but Congress decided to push it forward because they wanted the people to hate Obamacare as much as they possibly could. Now, I personally didn't like Obamacare only because of the fact of once it actually went full force, I would be charged on a yearly basis if I didn't have any kind of medical insurance, which was fucking ridiculous. You can't charge an American citizen for not having some sort of insurance that they either never use or can't afford. So fuck you for that one.
All right. So being yeah, no, no, I'm gonna hop in here because I am kind of, I guess, the liberal hippie douche between the two of us.
More
Uh,
liberal hippie douche than I am, yes.
yes, but I like the idea. I am for the idea of universal health care in America. I fucking hate Obamacare because I am also for I don't believe in having to be punished. Why are you trying to punish me for my right to choose whether or not I even have health care? You're pretty much forcing me to go and get certain health care
Yeah,
or any healthcare
yeah,
whatsoever, and I am not okay with that, and I fucking hate Obamacare because it pretty much punishes those who want to choose not to have healthcare. But the American healthcare system is fucked, like beyond belief. Like I everybody knows
I
this.
wouldn't go that far. It's not fucked beyond belief. It's just there are two sides of the argument that refuse to listen to the other side of the argument. That's all I see.
Mm. But we're sidebarring so hard. Let me get back to Kanye West.
Oh yeah, let's talk more about Craig. First of all, let me ask the question: is anyone surprised? Is anyone surprised in this life? This is Kanye West. The man made a career on being weird as fuck, saying weird as fuck shit. He had an entire song that was extremely popular where he referred to himself as God.
Uh,
Go on, good.
because Kanye West is like woke as fuck, yo.
I hate,
He's a lyrical genius, you know. Anyway, he had tweeted, "I love when people have their own ideas." God damn it, I'm about to agree with him again. You don't have to be allowed anymore. Just be. Love who you want to love. That's free thought. I'm not even political. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican.
yeah,
That's
I choose not to actually associate or at least carry those titles myself either. I have conservative views. I have liberal views. I like the Republic. I like the Democrat. Whatever. There are people I like that were Democrats. There were people I liked that are Republicans. I can't choose one side to save my life, so I just go completely fucking. What's the word I want here? Undecided,
independent.
independent,
Oh,
undecided.
yeah.
That's undeclared. That's the word I was looking for.
Undeclared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. I love calling myself a liberal hippie douche when I'm like talking comparing myself with say you or even Zell, and then I'll call myself a bigoted conservative alt writer when I'm talking with like some of my other far more liberal friends because I don't believe in banning guns and shit like that. Like you know, but I don't know. I don't. I have unique beliefs, but whatever.
I don't. I doubt they're very unique. I'm pretty
No, they're
sure
not.
that
They're
like.
actually like a lot of people are really confused by me because they have a hard time hating me. Like
Mhm.
I've had conversations with people before, other than you know someone who wanted to call me a bigot and a racist because I said that I'm against racism even you know, for over anybody. You know, whether you're black or you're white, it doesn't matter. Like being a racist is shitty. And someone fucking told me, it's impossible to be racist against white people, but a bigoted racist like you probably wouldn't understand that. And it's like, Ching Chong, motherfucker. All right, go ahead. No, continue. Tell me how it's impossible to be racist against a race. Explain this to me.
I would like you to tell me how a word based around a concept doesn't work in this concept. What?
I fucking love this shit. Anyway, Kim Kardashian has, I guess, gone on a fucking tweeting rampage defending her lifestyle her husband. Sorry.
Kanye Kardashian, yes.
You
As Outlaw referred to him earlier.
know.
Oh my god, I love you, Outlaw. That was too good. I couldn't stop snickering for a minute.
Where's Outlaw's link?
You know what?
Go.
I think Outlaw should get a link, and since
yes, she should.
I'm gonna toss Outlaw link, I'm gonna toss a Glucka link as well, because
toss
it's just
link.
I'm gonna it's just the two of us right now.
Mm-hmm.
We need a few more voices on this topic.
And if anybody in chat right now who's listening knows anything about the Canadian guy stuff, you know, please let us know.
Zell knows a bit more on it.
I will tell Brockus to toss you the link so that you can come on and talk. He's not in chat right now. He left. He's probably watching the Blunt stream.
There's a good chance of that.
Yeah,
there she is.
I mean, I probably would be. But no, yeah, if any of you guys know anything about this whole what's his face? Yeah, thing that's happening, that's in the topics thingy, say something and I'll tell Brockus to send you a link. But yeah, no, Kim Kardashian fucking went on a fucking, I'm not gonna read all of her tweets because I don't feel like lowering my IQ. That's why I avoid anything Kardashian. And then even Donald Trump Jr. was he put hashtag I'm with her when referring to Kim Kardashian.
I'm sorry, but the irony is too delicious for that because of the whole I'm with her when referring to Kim Kardashian. Oh, okay. I guess we're just stealing other people's slogans. Sure. Let's do this.
I think that's what the joke was supposed to be.
That's where it's funny because
this?
This is a Gluck.
Oh, hey, sorry. I'm not paying attention to the Hangout, so I don't know. I just heard a voice.
Yeah, no worries. No, but it's just funny as fuck because if say Hillary does run again in 2020, I'm just saying
I'm voting against her again.
but I can only imagine if she actually starts using the MAGA slogan, "Make America Great Again" kind of shit.
That'd actually be hilarious, and the death of the Democratic Party is.
It would just be too good. I would love to see that. Like, no, bitch, if you do that, I might vote for you. I doubt I will, but I might, just for the sheer lulls of it.
I think people are just shocked on the left about Kanye because, I mean, look at how they took Candace Owens and these other African American people who went right.
Oh, real quick, I gotta explain too. Good done. Candace Owens is a black conservative who was a day before she became a black conservative was a Democratic liberal.
Yeah.
Overnight, she claims that she became red-pilled and she got famous because of that. She's been on a variety of different right-wing, more conservative shows and such, and she made a lot of headway. But few months after she had gotten famous, people started to point out that she's full of shit and that the website that she had built that was strictly for doxing people was still active. It was not going away, and so on and so forth. Like people's doxes were still in that particular website and everything. So she became famous initially, partially famous because of her doxing website, and then she went red-pilled. got more famous from that, and then she got more famous because people called her out on her bullshit.
Yeah, and she's recircled, so she's kind of back in the golden light by him because, I mean, she held herself well through the controversy, and people are latching on. I don't know. It's funny just to watch like the left implode over Kanye West, and like you had another rapper today say that black people don't have to be Democrats, and it like exploded all over the internet as well.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's true. One of my favorite things that I used to tell people who were voting for Obama, like, how many years ago was that? During his first term, was why are you like, I would be like, so what, who are you voting for and why? Like, give me what about your choice, and the reasons. And oh, I'm voting for Obama because it'll be the first black president, and it'll be such a great thing in American history. I'm like, so you're racist? You're voting for him based on the color of his skin? Because that's exactly what the fuck it was. They didn't know his fucking policies. They didn't really know his beliefs. They just knew he's a Democrat and he's black. And that's all they cared about. They just cared about the fact that he was black, or that he was a Dem. And they're trying to, the change slogan. You all remember that shit?
Yes, I remember that. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Honestly, I think he was a very charismatic speaker, and we haven't had someone like him since Kennedy. And that's why, besides him being the first black president, was one of the main reasons he whipped up the left and the younger voters, because he was young enough to understand social media, and that's where he really pushed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can give that to Obama. He was very socially social media aware, or whatever, more so than me. But that's not hard to do. I'm not very aware of a lot of shit.
She sticks to her memes and online jokes when it comes to all the internet stuff.
Oh fuck yeah.
And Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, right?
God no. No. I googled that shit. I had to Google that shit because one of us had to know something, and I'm like, easiest way to do this. It's Kanye. He's gotta have made the news somewhere. Let's see. Google Kanye West recent. Boom. There we go. Click the article. All right, let's read this shit. Oh, and he's tweeting. That's what it is. All right, gotcha.
For anyone who isn't aware of it already, it's not that Kadun lives under a rock or anything like that. She just cannot be fucked enough to give two shits about what celebrities are doing or saying all the fucking time. She would rather spend her time online making as much jokes as she possibly can, using memes. She watches porn, anime, various cartoons she's enjoyed from our childhood, all kinds of stuff like that. Like she Kadun does what Kadun wants to do. Most of the time, it's not give a fuck about what online celebrities or general celebrities are doing and saying. Are they making a new movie? I might go and see it. Shit like that. That's how Kadun is. So no, she doesn't live under a rock. No, she's not completely ignorant from all situations. She just doesn't fucking care.
How do you know so much about her, Brockus?
I've been one of her
sexing
closest.
her?
No, I've been one of her closest friends for many years.
Honestly, guys, in the chat, put a 1 up if you think they're banging.
And put a 2 if you've been listening long enough to know.
You're right.
Yeah, you guys are just faking it. You know it. You're just trying to throw the scent off so no one else is aware. We got you now.
I actually used to have a similar opinion on Andy and Chris, but I'm not sure they are fucking anymore. I don't know. I think Chris could do better.
Now him and JF are banging, dude. Come on, man.
Oh, I don't think Andy would go as low as fuck a French Canadian. Blowing each other? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know Andy's life. I'm not going to pretend like I do know. I do know that Sinead, however, is like one of the best things that comes onto the streams whenever somebody's just like, I guess I want to see Andy get pissed at something really stupid, and then Sinead comes on and there it is. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and the Andy stuff, man. I don't know. I just think he's I think the reason people are quote unquote jealous, as you would say, is they're tired of seeing what his audience is, like where he's aimed his audience. The Kumite, I like what they're doing there, but I don't really dig Warski anymore. Like,
Well,
Who?
Andy
that's
Worski,
Andy Warski, the Canadian.
Oh,
the
the Canadian
Canadian,
guy. Oh, the
Yeah,
veiny
Canadian.
Canadian guy.
veiny
Yeah, the
Canadian,
one
yes.
who likes coffee.
Yes.
Yes.
Coffee and milk, if you saw that recent Twitter video.
But
No, I
no,
didn't see shit.
when I say that these people who are constantly criticizing Andy as jealous, I'm not saying they are 100% unequivocally fucking jealous. No, I'm saying that it looks like they are very fucking jealous, because if you're going to consistently bitch about Andy Warski, where his channel's at, where his channel was, and so on and so forth, so much as people have been doing for the last several months, it just comes off like, dude, either you really have a problem and should just fucking shut the hell up and move on to a new subject, move on to a new person to hate or something like that, or I don't know, fucking stop being so jelly. I don't know what to say. Like, a lot of times it does look like jealousy. A lot of times when people are criticizing Andy or Kumite or something like that, it looks like they're coming off as extremely jealous. I understand they can say that they're criticizing them all they want, but you can easily hide behind the criticism shield simply because, oh, I don't want people to know I'm jealous, so I'm just going to say I'm criticizing them. Like,
Well,
I
yes, but
don't know.
not all criticism, not all critiques are just the layer of peanut butter to cover
Yeah.
their jelly. Like that's not entirely what it is. And again, if anybody in the chat knows about anything that's happening with the Canadian guy stuff, like at me in the chat and be like, send me a link, and Brockus, you're gonna send them a link, because that's how this happens.
Fair enough. But no, like, I'm going to be honest. Yes, to a certain degree, I am extremely jealous that Andy has the numbers he has when it comes to his live streams. And I'm extremely jealous that Andy gets the kind of money he gets when it comes to the super chats. I don't give two fucks about who's sending what. The fact that there are people out there willing to spend like $50 on a super chat just to say some fucking trolly joke is like pretty much right there. I'm just like, I would like that, please. Can I have that? So yeah, to a certain degree, I am jealous, but I'm not going to shit on Andy just because I'm jealous. I'll make fun of Andy because I like Andy. And I think I actually find Andy actually quite amusing, and he is funny to me, especially when he like gets mad and spurgs out and shit. I would love to hang out with Andy on a regular basis if I could and stuff. I'm not going to be one of his biggest critics saying like, Andy, you need to stop doing. No, it's his fucking channel. Let him do what the fuck he wants. If he wants to host a lot of alt-writers, let him host a lot of alt-writers. Personally, I think he might want to ease up on the alt-writers, which apparently he is. So it's fucking ridiculous. Like, I will admit, yeah, I'm jealous. I would love to have those numbers. I would love to have that kind of super chat money.
I don't care.
But whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, I admit I'm jealous. Ooh,
Batman McGrath says he's jealous of you, Brockus.
Why would Batman be jealous of me?
What were you gonna say? Hold on one second. What were you gonna say? Okay.
No, I was going to share, since you don't really know Andy, I'm going to share my screen. I don't know if any of you can host me since Smeckle's not around, but I'll just.
Okay.
Tell me you've seen this, Baracus. Have you not seen this yet?
I have not seen this. I'm glad I'm seeing this now. I am a little upset, Andy. You stole my idea, you son of a bitch.
Oh, it's milk. I thought he was just having a bucket of jizz poured on him.
Yeah, it's the thing where they were talking about milk and it being about white supremacy, you know?
Okay.
No, truthfully, I have seen this when he was making those jokes. I thought it was fucking hilarious. It's just Andy makes jokes, and I always get mad because sometimes he'll do shit like this, and I'm like, God damn it, I wanted to do something like that. Like, that's a joke very similar to what I had in mind, and then I'm just like, well, he has it, obviously. It's Andy's joke now. I can't use it. Like the tree humping thing. I wanted to do a video about the tree humping concept so fucking much, and then I saw Andy Warski doing a video where he essentially just goes into a forest and starts like fucking a bunch of trees and shit, and I'm dying of laughter because of how fucking ridiculous it looks. And I'm like, I was gonna do something like that, but I can't now. Oh, this is fucking.
Why can't you?
Because I'm just gonna feel like I'm ripping Andy off. It would have obviously been different, but it's just one of those things. Was like, I don't need to fucking do that job. Plus, I don't have the means to actually make videos like that right now. So,
You have a cell phone?
I do, but I don't have
You have an
programs.
iPhone?
No, I don't have that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
Zelda.
gonna say you're making excuses because the iPhone shoots in 4K, man. So
If
it
I had
sounds
an
like you're just
iPhone,
making excuses.
no, if I had an iPhone, I probably would actually like start making videos with it and shit. But a few minutes ago, the bitching witch actually brought up an interesting point. She says that she rarely talks about Andy if no one brings him up. She just thinks that he's a shit person, nothing to do with his channel. It's just him that she has a problem with. And in all honesty, that's completely fine. You can have those criticisms. I'm not telling anyone not to have criticisms. No one is no one on this end is saying you're not allowed to criticize Andy. You're not allowed to criticize Tonka. You're not allowed to criticize Jeff. You're not allowed to criticize. Throw out a fucking YouTuber's name. You're not allowed to criticize a Gluck, whatever the case is.
Oh, that's why you're saying dendrophilia. Yeah, there's Brackus, check Twitter. Darnell posted a thing and tagged us, and I guess he really likes trees.
I don't think it's real.
Yeah,
I think
no.
it's a joke.
It was okay. He was making fun of somebody because this was filmed a couple of years ago when he was still doing response videos, and somebody was talking about being more in love with nature or some shit like that. I can't remember the exact video and stuff like that, but it's one of those types of videos where he responded and he decided to take an idea and make it an extreme joke, and it was fucking hilarious. It really paid off. Like, I can if I can find that video again, I'll link it somewhere. But
Listen, as far as I'm aware, with what's his face, he's probably not really a dick because he's Canadian.
it's actually no joke. I shit you not. If anyone watches Morning Kumite, they'll learn that Andy does have his breaking points where he will get irritated or pissed off at people for just I don't know, criticizing him or being a dick to him or whatever the case is. He has his breaking points. He owns up to it, and he actually says, like, I can be an emotional guy. I'm a very emotional guy, blah, 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 all that stuff. So, very, very open about all that stuff. Every once in a while, you will catch an episode of Morning Kumite, and I think somebody could probably clip it all together and make a nice video showing Tonka basically telling Andy, stop being so fucking nice all the time. it's fucking hilarious because even when Andy's being an asshole, he's still really fucking nice, and it's weird.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many of you saw the argument between him and JF, but it went from JF and him got into an argument, and then Andy, after a while, will just back down and be like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to cause an issue. The Canadian comes out.
Yeah. It's the same thing that happened with Paul Zico stuff. From what Zell was saying, he and Paul Zico got into it because Paul Zico called Andy out on some stuff. I guess from Zell's perspective, or at least what Zell was saying, it made Paul Zico kind of look like a dick. And Andy and Paul Zico basically like hashed it out, and they like kind of, digitally hugged it out kind of thing in the end. So it's one of those things.
Oh, God, Zell.
Andy is the veiny guy. Paul Zico, I'm actually not sure who that is. That's one of those YouTubers I am not 100% certain of. I've heard their name a few times, but I don't think I've ever watched their content.
Darnell, is this guy wearing Depends?
A diaper, yes.
Darnell, why are you?
That's Andy. That's the veiny guy, the veiny Canadian.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I recognize the face. It looks different, not being covered in jizz. I mean, milk. Sorry, milk. But okay, that's not letting me. I don't know.
Andy,
Okay, so
Andy does
all
weird
right.
shit sometimes, and it's fucking hilarious.
So let's see. He likes to, I guess, hump trees. Um, he likes to get covered in milk, not jizz. Sorry, there's a
It's
difference.
not even real milk. It's almond
He
milk. Okay, get it
oh
right.
okay.
Couldn't.
Sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
so he can't handle soy. Gotcha.
No.
Or
Yeah. He can't handle soy or lactose.
okay. And he wears adult diapers, and he likes to. And this was the first thing I ever learned about him. He likes to leave streams to go and get 64 gigs of coffee.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Chaos is saying Paul Zigo was on Drunken Peasants. He's part of the original group. Okay, so I am familiar to a certain degree with Paul Zigo. Then I've only ever heard them refer to him as Paul. I never actually heard him say Paul Zigo. Cool. I'm kind of familiar, but still, yeah. So the two of them hashed it out. It's a nothing situation, I guess you could say. It's said, it's done. I don't know why we would be talking about it now, but obviously, fuck it.
All right. To anybody in chat who's asking what happened with the Canadian guy, um, I don't know.
Okay, so
Rocket doesn't entirely know. A Glock, what do
him
you?
and him and they were on the Kumite
Mhm.
today, the 25th. Yeah, this morning.
I don't watch the
Um,
commentary.
they a lot of people are saying it sounded staged because Paul was being super, like he was trying to get at Andy. It seemed like, and I'm just looking it up all over the place to find out what I can find out about it because I didn't watch this morning's Kumite, and I don't know. They seem like it was staged for the benefit of it, but who knows? They could have been pissy at each other. I mean, you watch a lot of the stuff and they go hard at each other, and just to have a better show. I mean,
Mm.
who knows what they're saying after the chat? Because it was
Um,
like someone said it is one of the dumbest, most pointless arguments I've ever listened to. So obviously, and that was all over the Reddit for drunken peasants and Kumite. So I don't know how big of a deal it really was.
hmm.
Okay. Well, if anybody in chat who's watching now, anybody who's watching now, if you know and you watched what happened and you can give us some form of context, um, at me in the chat, and I will tell Brockus to send you a link so you can come on and learn me a thing because I don't pay attention to this shit.
No, fair enough. I decided to finally just send Zell a link. He has it if he wants it. If he wants to come on and just talk about it, whatever. He actually knows what's going on. It's not that big of a deal. Bitching Witch, yes, I do consider Andy a comedian because he has in fact done stand-up comedy numerous times. Just because he has not done big shows or done some sort of like Canada-wide tour or America-wide tour or something like that does not suddenly, say that he's no longer a comedian. I mean, look at Fat Pat. We consider Fat Pat to be a comedian, and he's only ever done things in the southeast of America. He's done a few shows in the Southwest, and he's probably done shows in the northern side of America and stuff like that. But you would not know Fat Pat was a comedian if you were not from the area he's done stand-up shows at or watched the Poisoning the Well video. Again, you would not actually see Fat Pat to be a comedian unless you knew he was a comedian. Andy has
Hi,
done stand-up
Beardy.
shows. Beard Barron's here?
Yeah, Beard Barian's in the chat. Beard Barian, what do you know the Canadian guy stuff? Please tell me you know something so I can tell Brockus to send you a link and you can learn me a thing, honey.
He might not be available
God
right
damn it.
now. I think he's still having trouble with his
What's
streaming
going
stuff.
on? What?
I
So
need
can you explain the Andy and Paul Zigo stuff? Because I was trying to catch up on it, and it's
Yes,
it
but
just sounds stupid. Go ahead.
Kadant, I love you and I take a bullet for you. But I'm gonna start banging my head on this desk about how cringy it is that we get it, you don't know people and the names, but you know the fucking names and you know the people now we're talking about.
no,
Just
I
say
know
Andy,
I
just say the
know
fucking
of him.
Andy.
Nope.
You gotta learn
Nope.
about the
I
Canadian
don't know
guy.
of him.
What
Nope.
context do you guys need from
Nope.
what stream?
Just the Paul's ego and Andy stuff. Give us a rundown what you know, and we can move on from the subject.
Well, I think Paul's ego was going to. They were going to try and do a thing on the Kumite where they were going to have one member each of the drunken peasants on the Kumite, because it was first in talks for Paul's ego, and then Tonka was like, yeah, we could do this cool thing where we have one of each of the members, whatever, for like a day. Paul's ego was the first one, and because it's the Kumite, I'm sure they probably talked to them behind the scenes about like, well, what would you want to do as far as tearing into somebody? And Paul's ego had a huge issue with the way JF is acting, and the way Andy isn't really putting his foot down the way that Paul's ego thinks he should. So kind of like the fight was all about like, Andy, you're coming off as a little cucked or a little bitch made when it comes to JF, and so that's what they fought about. And as far as the JF thing goes, yeah, I totally agree when it comes to this JF thing. I think, and I love when JF's on his A game. He's hilarious, but JF's being a sensitive little bitch Nancy, and I do feel like definitely that Andy needs to just a little bit more be like, put his foot down a little harder. He really does need to be like, look, bitch, this is my show. End of fucking story. But let's still work together. If you don't like that, there's the fucking door. So there's some fans that feel that way, and Paul's ego got a couple good hits in, and then Paul's ego kind of ran out of steam and kind of got a little cringy, and so it was kind of like the Sophane and Andy thing. It just kind of came out as like a draw, and then it was kind of like they ended it on like yeah, we hate each other, love each other, and here's some gay hugs, and it just all ended well. Like it wasn't. I don't know. Like that's the thing is like I found it weird that like I think the bigger thing to be talking about is, you know, JF just had a stream today. I don't know if you guys knew about this on his own channel. Yeah, the big thing right now is that JF had his own stream on his own channel today, and the title of the stream, if I hope I don't get it wrong, it was something to the effect of JF is claiming that Chris Cantwell, the guy that you and I talked about earlier, Brockus, that Andy had on his show, JF was claiming that Andy defamed Chris Cantwell in as so far as like illegally, and did a stream where he replayed the episode with Chris Cantwell on Andy's stream and started going through every single time he said, and that is defamatory, and that is defamatory. Now I dropped out of the stream before Andy joined it, but apparently Andy joined it, and once again they fixed things and talked things out. That's what I heard. But
yeah, but he still has it up on his videos as Worski slandered Cantwell. So he still has the video up on his page.
Yeah, this is probably going to be discussed more on the next Worski Live, if not the next Kumite. Because, yeah, I heard they patched things up on JF's stream, but it just sounds like something that's going to take a lot more talking, because that's a really sort of a dick move, man. But as far as the Paul's ego and Andy thing, it was great, especially if you're a fan of Drunken Peasants. I was a big fan of Drunken Peasants, and I loved hearing Paul's ego. Paul can sometimes get cringy. Paul sometimes makes me laugh to tears. It depends, but I still love the guy. And that was awesome, but it was totally a drama-free exchange. Like, it just ended with, there's no drama about it.
Wait, actually, Zell, I have a question for you. Did you know that Glenn Jacobs is running for mayor for Knox, Tennessee? Knox County.
Oh, Tennessee. Wait. Wasn't that the 1998 the Spanish announcer table got smashed?
Oh, yes, I do remember that. The Undertaker threw Mankind off of the Hell in a Cell cage.
The Hell in the Cell. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was weird. Like, because now that you bring up Hell in the Cell, Glenn Jacobs, he's running for mayor.
That's
Really?
Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Kane
Yeah.
is running for mayor.
Yes.
That's interesting. I find that very interesting. You know what else is interesting?
What's
Is back in the 90s, there was this Hell in a Cell match where The Undertaker threw Mankind off and smashed the Spanish announcer table.
Holy shit! The guy who's running for the mayor. Oh, did you know? Did I spoil that for you? If anyone in the chat, Glenn Jacobs, he is running for mayor in what was it, Tennessee?
Knox
Yeah,
County,
Knox County.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Knox County, Tennessee. Yeah,
Yeah.
this just in, reporting from Zell, who's touching his pee-pee while on stream because he doesn't care.
All right, I'm ending that fucking joke because I don't want it to keep going on like it did.
What joke?
Oh, the one where we talk about a certain topic over and over again. Speaking of talking about something,
he's running as a Republican too.
Who is?
That's interesting.
I'm sharing it on my screen. That's Kane, man.
Kane's running for mayor?
Yeah, it's Kane.
That's amazing.
Holy shit!
The guy who was, played Kane in WWE is running for mayor in Tennessee.
Oh my God, Brockus, didn't you know like a little trivia snippet about Kane?
Oh yeah. In wrestling back in the 90s, Glenn Jacobs came out as Kane.
Oh my God,
this brother of the Undertaker, who just so happened to be the guy who threw Mankind off of the Hell in the Cell cage and smashed the Spanish announcer table.
Yeah, Gluck, did you know that?
I did.
Hi, Antoine. Hi, Lo-Fi.
I also grew up during the Attitude Era, man.
How's it going, Kadant? Since someone is actually paying attention to who jumps into the fucking chat, are you guys fucking kidding me?
Antoine, we were just busy talking.
So everybody, you are not prepared. Welcome to the proper villains.
Yeah, right.
Do I need to get into character for this?
No, it's not necessary.
No. Okay.
Don't mind the screams. I'm pooping so badly right now.
Okay. You got the echo, so I believe you're in there blowing out the toilet. Why don't you put some anti-diarrhea?
I'll show you.
No, don't show us. Whatever you do not show us.
No, we're fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. It's fine. You're fine. We're fine. No, we're fine. It's fine. We're fine. No, we're fine.
We should have fun and like you should show
It
us.
hurts so much.
They could be like clouds. It could be like clouds. We could find shapes in them.
Oh God. Well, I said this before, when you make something called fuck you stew, it's gonna come back on you.
So anyway, to get back to it, there's nothing to report. So yeah. Schmeckel, change the title of this episode to Lo-Fi Shit. And did you know that Kane is running for mayor?
Okay. In here, how many of you guys are over 25?
All of us.
All of us.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. How many of you watched 90s wrestling?
I did.
Pretty much
So did
all of
Brockus.
us, probably.
I definitely did, yeah.
I think I've seen like a couple when it was like Hulk Hogan and shit like that.
Okay.
No, I was just curious.
90s wrestling, not 80s
No,
wrestling.
that still counts because he
Oh,
was
Hulk Hogan
actually
was
in
in the 90s.
WWF and WCW in the 90s.
Okay,
Shut up,
yeah.
Brockus.
Anyway, what were you saying, Gluck?
Oh, I just find it surprising when people bring up like old school wrestling and you don't expect it to come out of them, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
there's a
big
lot of
wrestling
people
fan.
that I'm very surprised. Like, yeah. There's some people where I'm like, man, you are so cool, and then they'll talk about wrestling, and I'm like,
You're like,
I thought you were cool.
Yeah, but
Wait,
then
one
you're like,
second. Wait, if you guys pardon me 1 second. No, you're not, Darnell. You're fucking 12. Anyway.
Darnell, I'm sorry, you're 12.
Excuse me. Why also does the star of the Cunt Stream, Darnell, not have a link to the show? What is going on? We want more views. You guys want more views, right?
Do you want to bring a 12-year-old on again? I mean, you might as well send it to Opal too.
No.
You
I
said
thought
it live, okay.
I thought the new star was the Dragon Master 123.
Well, Lo-Fi just shit out.
You weren't here
I guess
for
her
that.
internet.
You weren't here for that, Zell.
I guess her internet took a crap.
Nah.
I liked Kadunce more.
Well, of course you do.
It was subtle.
She can hit you with things.
That's not the reason why I hit him earlier.
Are you over there too?
Baracus hits that every night.
How many times do I have to explain to people? We mash penis heads every fucking day.
I told
We
you guys
always
don't,
fuck.
don't lie, man. It's all over Twitter. You docked.
Hey,
What?
It's not docking.
do an impersonation of me. You're me now.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't me. That was not me.
That was an accurate.
That's not
That was
good.
an accurate
That's not accurate
parody.
at all. That's
That was
not
actually pretty good.
That was very good.
I never use that word. That's not a good
Zell,
word.
your
AP would be
voice got a
proud.
little.
That's not an okay word.
Yeah, your voice got a little lower there. What happened?
I'm super
I didn't know. That's not true. Stop it.
Oh, did your balls drop?
They've been dropped for months. So
Hey, you know what? I know I'm gonna destroy this rumor right now. It is not docking. It is a manly show of affection and love for your friend when you mash penis heads together.
That's docking.
That's
that part.
not docking.
It is
manly.
docking.
It's manly show of affection.
No, I'm gonna. You know what?
I'm
gonna start calling you Dawkins, just like Mark.
Yes. Dawkins loves
It is
wrestling.
not docking.
That could be his wrestler name.
Are you guys talking about
Dawkins?
space docking? I could talk Brockus through space docking.
We're talking about dick docking.
No, on occasion, yes, we do.
No.
But we
Space
just
docking. Space docking is pretty much when you invite a vagina into the process that Lo-Fi's already in.
Ew. Why do you
Diarrhea
know
inside of
that?
Someone's got to take the cargo somewhere.
Why do you know that?
Who wants their vagina shit in?
Because
What
I
do
watched a lot of Star Wars.
Oh my God! Why do you, Zell? Man,
What?
there are things on the internet that nobody
It's
should.
not like
know
I ever
about.
tried it on a guy.
Just on a girl.
oh my God!
That was the joke.
Gotcha.
You took that one out back and shot it. Sorry. You were supposed to just let it hang there.
He's gonna fuck it first, or fuck it after. Who
Like
knows?
my balls, which have been obviously dropped for months.
Aww.
Yay! He finally hit puberty. Getting funny hair in weird places.
Zell,
Won't stop touching yourself.
you gotta stay off of 4chan, dude.
You can tell people to stay off of 4chan, but curiosity will always win out.
I
I
know.
think
got
I think I went on 4chan like once in 2008. This is just not my thing.
I went on
I
4chan.
appreciate those guys though. I salute them.
I went on 4chan a few times because of curiosity, because I would hear things like, don't go here, don't go there. Like people would talk about Poll, so I went over to Poll and I was just like, oh, okay. So I immediately regret. And I did it like 3 times in my entire lifetime. Every time I go to 4chan, I immediately regret it because I always see something I don't want to see. And it's usually someone shitting on something.
Dude, have you been recently? It is SJW Central.
I don't want to go on Wait, what? How?
Yeah.
Moot gave it up. He sold it, and all the mods now are SJWs.
Oh, for Christ's sake. So instead of everybody having like there's a poop gif or
Oh no, that's still there.
a poop pic everywhere, it's like fucking rainbows now?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, that's sad.
Are people actually getting modded down now?
Yep.
No.
Yeah. It's all the same shit. I'm an old school lurker. Yes, I'm admitting that. I know, edgy as fuck. Woo! Have you seen my avatar?
I like your avatar.
Well, thank you. The last time I was there like 3 months ago. It's always the same fucking threads, all the time. There's nothing different. There's nothing new. There's nothing innovative on it anymore. It's kind of like it's an edgy Tumblr.
Bad diarrhea gifts is not edgy or new or progressive in any way.
Edgy? What's edgy? What website?
It's an edgy version of Tumblr.
What is?
4chan now.
What?
All of the people who made it the den of scum and villainy of the internet have
You
moved
said
on.
4chan is an edgy Tumblr?
Yes, it's like you know what Tumblr is, right?
No, yes. A second grader class full of girls is edgier than Tumblr.
That's
4chan, like
it is no longer what it used to be.
He said it shifted to
4chan
SJW land.
4chan is like rape to the internet, or maybe now
Nope.
it's 8chan.
It's 8chan. Everybody moved to 8chan or
Yeah.
Infinite Chan, whatever you want to call it.
What? Guys, I'm so confused.
It's fine, Kadan. Just
It's
look up.
website. It's
look up
website
8chan.
forums where people concoct mischievous things and go completely autistic. Okay, let me give you an example, Kadun, to help Kadun out. 4chan is a website forum where when Shia LaBeouf was running around doing his like
Do it.
doing his like what was the phrase? What was the fucking phrase? He will not divide
Do
us.
it.
When he was doing his he will not
Oh.
divide us thing,
Oh yeah.
he put a flag up at one point because people kept finding his location thanks to 4chan. He put a flag up on a building and he just put a live stream cam on the flag. And due to the star alignments, the wind direction,
No, that was out in
and
the middle of a fucking field in the middle of nowhere. That what you're talking about. How
whatever
they
it
found
was,
that. Yeah.
wherever the flag was, but due to star alignments and the fucking wind and all this stuff, 4chan engaged autistic Voltron mode, and they found the flag and they replaced it. Like this is what 4chan at least was. That's what it would do. They would just for the lulz.
Well, and they were the ones who came up with the "It's Okay to Be White" campaign and stuff like that. That got pushed all out, and now it's shifted.
So now they're caving in. What's going on? So like all the good ones moved to 8chan is the whole deal.
Yeah. There are still some old school 4chaners on there that are basically dyed in the wool. They're never leaving. And those are the ones that came up with the he will not, those are the ones that came up with the, it's okay to be white. But this newer batch is just weaponized autism. That's how they found that flag. These fuckers became miniature or, astronomers, mini astronomers, and fucking watching planes fly by and shit like that to find this flag.
Can you hear me? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
Yes.
Okay, I'm momentarily poop free.
God,
I had to go out because I had to wipe my ass and no one wanted to hear my scream.
Momentarily.
Yeah, I have been pooping for 40 minutes straight.
Why?
So
No, okay, Lo-Fi,
Hold on.
tell them
Explain to
tell
me.
them tell
Okay.
them what fuck you stew is. Explain it to them.
So yesterday I made a delicious revenge dinner called Fuck You Stew, which consists of first you take some pork tenderloin and mildly roasted with a shit ton of chili flakes and a shit ton of paprika, and then you put sugar in there to hide the smell that burns your nostrils and also glaze in the chili into the meat so it won't escape. Then you take a ton of vegetables and put in there so it looks like a proper stew. Then you take a shit ton of long time conserved, super hot, spicy red and green peppers. Just cut the top, rest of them in. Then you hide it under, tomato paste and coconut milk. Just because then it tastes good for the first 2 to 3 spoons, and then after that, everything burns and your head explodes.
Okay,
And
yeah, I have a quick question. All right, it's revenge stew. Why are
Yeah.
you shitting?
Because she ate it.
You dumbass. I can't
Now,
defend this.
here's the thing. It tastes so fucking wonderful for people.
It's a self prank.
Who are you trying to get revenge on?
Herself,
Her
apparently.
asshole.
My mom's boyfriend for being an obnoxious asshole. So
Did he eat it?
Is he? Yeah, did
he
he?
took 3 spoonfuls. He put the plate aside, and this is inedible. I can't feel my face. Everything burns. It hurts so much.
Everything hurts.
And then he just ate mashed potatoes for the rest of the night.
I love that you made something. I love that you made something edible to where 3 spoons in, someone said everything hurts.
Yeah.
It tastes
art
like
of-
burning.
I've practiced the art of fuck you stew. It's my martial arts. It's fuck you stew.
Well,
How
don't
you feeling over
don't
there,
judo chop
Greg?
yourself in the anus, dude.
Oh no, okay, Lo-Fi, what you need to do is for someone that you really don't like, you make that for them, but you eat it as well, and then the next day you give them an upper decker.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not right. It's funny, but it's not right. Do it.
Hilarious.
Gives you focus.
Oh god, that's fucking gross. I would okay. I'll try that next time. The next time I make fuck you stew. I'm eating fuck you stew today as well. But yeah, no worries.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Why?
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 It tastes so good. It's what?
What are you trying to do? Clean out your insides for the
Yes,
next
I'm trying-
week?
You know I had an anal tear, so I'm trying to disinfect my asshole.
Fucking Kanye. Lo-fi. Jesus.
Why not just drink hydrogen peroxide? You know, you'd be better off.
Dude, the same
Hiya,
thing.
Gluck. Welcome to the proper villains.
No shit.
My Glock has talked before. It's fine. Okay, but I didn't have diarrhea back then, so.
Okay, you know what? No, here's what you do. You get the recipe, you type it out on Twitter, and you send it all over Twitter. So
Put it on Tumblr.
Yes, put it wherever you can, so others can accept and use the fuck you stew.
Just don't put it on MySpace. MySpace right now has been staying clean for me. I don't need to see that shit.
Did you just say MySpace?
Yes. Bring that shit back, bitch.
Catch me on MySpace.
All the cool people use MySpace.
You have a music channel over there?
Bruni wants to know what an upper decker is. All right, here's what an upper decker is.
Oh god, no. Have Zell explain it since he's the one.
I'm the one that brought up the upper
It
decker.
was Antoine.
It was Antoine? All right.
Yes.
Antoine, god damn it. Antoine, say it in your British voice.
All right.
At least this way it won't sound.
All right. So what an upper decker is when you want to get revenge on someone, and you have to do what Lo-Fi's been doing for the last 40 minutes. You take off the top of the back of the toilet, and you go in there. Then you put the top back on and flush the toilet. Well, no, you wait. You don't flush.
Yeah,
the toilet. You wait
You
for them to
don't flush the toilet yet. You don't flush the toilet. You wait for somebody else to flush the toilet, because then you're just basically flushing poop into the toilet, and it's just an endless stream of poop for a minute.
And it doesn't go away. It takes more, it's not just the one flush. It takes forever. And if they don't use the bathroom in a decent enough amount of time, because the inside of that septic tank is porous, all of it gets on the inside and it just stays there.
I don't feel comfortable leaving my shit on anything for too long. I think it can burn a hole in everything. Basically everything.
In the current state it's in, yes.
Oh my god.
Liquid lava. That's what's coming out of your butt right now.
Yes, it is. I'm pooping lava.
What the fuck?
Hi, Outlaw. Can you save us from this?
Welcome.
Do you know anything? Welcome to the proper villains.
I should try doing a handstand next time and just be a volcano in the garden.
Damn it! No.
Oh,
Is it coming
know
out?
what that one fucking bitch did where she was fucking free bleeding while doing yoga?
Right to
You
her
know
face.
But lo-fi, when you're really going heavy, you need to do the fucking sprinkler thing.
Oh god damn it.
See, Brock, that would want me to tighten my sphincter, and I don't want to tighten my sphincter around lava.
Wait, real quick. Gem Max says hashtag that's fucked up, Twan.
I want to.
yes, it is. I know for a fact it is. But I also know that in one of the old buildings I used to work at, someone got pissed off somebody, and they did it, and the building closed.
Whoa! Oh my god!
For 2 months. For 2 fucking months, it sat in that toilet in the septic tank. We couldn't figure out where the fucking smell was coming from. It was rancid.
Oh god. Hey, Outlaw. So, do you know anything about the Canadian guy stuff? Like, let me know stuff. Hi, Opal. Opal's in the chat.
Pretty
Do you
sure we
know
already-
how high I am right now? I don't.
Well, let's talk about something important.
Want to get high?
Bear Dog, how was your anniversary? Bear Dog, how was your anniversary
Yeah,
yesterday?
did it end on a good note?
Oh, a very high note. Very high note.
Good.
Was that high note an O?
Yeah, hell yeah. I gave her plenty of O's, baby.
Oh, it's magic.
Hell yeah, it is magic.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh, it's lesbians, but you went with the real thing. So
I actually was gonna say lesbians, but then I thought that was a little too cheesy.
We're on the Les boat.
Lesbos!
It's the Les boat.
All right.
Did Outlaw just join?
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
What's up, my nigger? Moon
That's
Cricket Squad assemble.
I love that one, dude.
Most of us
Shadow-
aren't here right now. so-
Shadow Smurf is the best one still.
Yeah.
Moon
Ah.
Cricket's pretty
Moon
good.
Cricket's pretty fucking awesome.
Wait. You guys might need to learn a Gluck some things about this.
Oh, the
Oh.
tweet from yesterday.
I'm like, what?
Oh shit. Okay. A Gluck. Niggers are terrible.
I thought you. Hold on. I thought you never say that, Sal.
I especially
Did
say
you
that
actually
this, I
believe that?
especially
No, I
say that
didn't.
this,
I was just bringing it up
I-
because I've heard him say it many a
yeah,
times.
I especially say it at this volume because I'm outside. But niggers are terrible.
You live in
Did I tell you-
you live
no,
in
no, no.
California. Shout it to the roof, man.
No. Let me tell you. Brockus and I were at the mall a couple days ago, and we were listening to AP and Ghastly stream, and I had it turned up like at high volume. Brockus had to go use the bathroom. I'm in the food court, and so I do the terrible mistake of mentioning in the chat, "Ha ha, AP, I'm in the food court, and I got you on blast." And without missing a beat, AP goes, "Guess who's in the food court at a mall? Ghastly. What do we have to say about this?" And Ghastly goes, "Suck cock! Suck cock! Suck cock!" And they all just start going off about suck cock. And I'm like, no. It's like-
So this all came about because of Zell's tweet, which I'm surprised you haven't been banned yet. So congratulations,
I haven't
Nick.
been
I'm
banned yet either.
surprised, dude.
Yeah, neither have I.
See what I mean? Like, I got suspended for saying, "Joy Sparkle, you's a crazy bitch, but I love you." But I didn't get
He
get
didn't
suspended
get
or
suspended
banned.
for Nigger Squad. Sound off. If you my nigger, hard R, make it known, and let's get suspended and banned.
Yeah, okay. And
Still
let me
with you,
just
Dank.
point out.
Let's not
Let me
forget.
just point out that tweet there is the most reserved of all of the retweets combined. It's the most reserved one. There are some
It is
retweets on there. There's a couple
because-
retweets, or I'm sorry, there's a couple tweet responses that I just couldn't even like. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
like,
god, that's bad.
Lo-Fi went hard on him.
Lo-Fi says, let's see. Porch monkeys, coons, nignogs, Uncle Toms, jigaboos, baboombas, bush boogies, casa boo-boos, chombo, cotton picker, gator bait, hayakwe, kushi, midang, doijin, hakui,
Akui.
Sambo, Shadow
Oh,
Smurf,
sorry about
Wog, Zoot, Yont on Saram. Pick your new nigger slur. Lo-Fi, once again.
No. Read Bear Dogs, and then read
gotta find
fucking
Kings.
King's Knights.
Hold on, I gotta
Fucking King. Oh my god, that one. I was just like, fucking shit. You all.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the one that I couldn't put my look, man. I mean,
Somebody
spiritually, my stamp of approval is on that one. But that went from I'm scared of being banned to I'm scared of having the EU knock on my door. And I don't even live there.
Okay, so Bear Dog goes, Nigger Squad reporting for Niggatry, sir, which is still really good.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put my stamp of approval on that one too. And then I guess I didn't see Kings. How many niggers do I need to punch to get in trouble? 1 nigger, 2 niggers, 3 niggers, Jew, 4 niggers, 5 niggers, 6 niggers, Hail Buddha 2, 7 niggers, 8 niggers, 9 niggers, 4 more Jews. Well, that didn't get me the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. What the fuck, King?
Fucking King, man. He was all for this shit. I think
so
my
far.
comment, mine was the most reserved out of all of them so far.
Watch, if I got like arrested the same way that Count Dankula did, like if I lived over there and I got arrested for this tweet the same way Count Dankula did, with my luck, it would be like in the newspaper front page, like Scottish man, Marcus whatever, gets away with no jail time. Free speech is almost preserved, and then like you flip the page, and then it would be like another Scottish douche rightfully jailed. What a piece of shit. Said the N-word.
Oh, good
So
thing you're
I
in
know,
America.
I know we talked about it when Dankula got convicted. I still would like to find out a way of doing it. All of us go to fucking Scotland and do a live proper villain show and make it as fucking just as
The four of
racially
you would
charged
get
as possible.
the four of you would get banned from Scotland like that.
Yes,
I
but
would.
do you know
Yeah,
about the
you live.
exposure?
Everyone who joins the convention, I'll make fuck you, Stu.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys can all be sitting on a freaking portable shitter as you're doing the stream.
I'm down to clown with lo-fi. Let me tell you what.
Darnell! Look what Darnell just fucking tweeted out, everybody.
What did he tweet out?
It's the ABCs of niggerdom.
Oh God, damn it, this again.
Got cotton picker, darkness, EGOT, frostbite, gator bait, ham bone, inky, jigaboo, knuckle dragger, Lando, melon Johnny, nuke, oil slick, porch monkey, quashi, rockfish, sambo, tar baby, Uncle Ben, vanilla gorilla, woolhead, Xbox 3 niggy, yard ape, and zoo monkey.
I don't know what's more impressive, Ernie, the fact that there's a racial slur for black people beginning with every letter of the alphabet, or the fact that you had your back turned and still named all the ones on the list.
Darnell, you're still 12.
At least we don't have to sing.
Yes.
As long as Darnell never reads that out loud, because a 12-year-old should never say such things. He should just.
I know he is in trouble.
Actually, they should. That's how they get famous. Have you not met Little Tay? Darnell's the next Little Tay.
What is that gay shit?
Oh, Lil Tay.
God.
That's a.
I'll just let you search that on your own.
Wait.
That's a 9-year-old who thinks she flexes and all this shit. It's funny as shit, but it's sad because she has no parents or something. Because
her mom is in charge of all of this shit. She records her daughter doing this bullshit. She's in charge of her Instagram.
Darnell, just type "I'm a man now."
I'm a man now.
I'm a man now.
Because he just said, "Fuck you all, I am a man."
Oh.
I'm a man.
Just because you finally
Now
got your
you're a
first cube
man.
last week does not make you a man.
I don't want to break the illusion, but Darnell's bush is fucking massive. It looks like a tiny Barney man's beard.
Welcome to the proper villains.
I think if I get banned from the culmination of all of the tweet and all the replies, I think I'm just gonna come back with a username Mr. Vinegar. They can't get me for that, right?
As long as you have 2 G's in vinegar.
No, Vinegar.
Vinegar.
I want to come back if I ever get banned, and I don't think I will because I don't really tweet too much. But if I ever get banned, I'm coming back with a thing that says Monica. That's gonna be mine.
You going to the races, Cadet?
Huh?
Going to the races? Sounds like someone's Fast and Furious over by you.
Oh no, they are tiny, thicker, go that's smaller.
I
Holy
It's so
shit.
tiny, you can hear it from here.
Oh my god. Mrs. Swan.
That's who that's who she reminds me of.
Holy shit, Kadun. Where have you been in my life?
I like a man.
Oh my god, that's sweet.
Can you please repeat my order back to me?
And then
And then
Okay, guys. Batman McGrath just hit me up in DMs, and he wants to know if we're cool with getting him on here so he can tell a very funny story about the word nigger and his 3-year-old kid?
No.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
stand behind Outlaw on that.
Actually, this is Schmeckle's show.
Yes. I'm okay with Batman McGrath coming on and telling a
I
nigger
am
story.
okay with nigger jokes.
My cat really wants to be in my pocket right now.
We can't just establish blindly that all you got to do is DM one of us and be like, I got a funny story.
So
I
Brockus,
was
you're
telling
you're
you
okay
about
with
DM.
Brockus, you're okay with just sharing DMs, dude? That's not cool.
Yeah, that's not cool, man. You can't
Oh,
do
you
that.
also, yep, you just kind of
Oh.
doxed. You doxed.
Uh,
Let's talk about that on Twitter for the next week that you doxed.
We got.
You gotta suck it.
All right, no. We got to put it out to the world, and pull a Jeff Holiday with him. Okay.
Yeah.
Rick roll that motherfucker.
Oh my God, yes, I will Rickroll, but it'll just be the song and me dancing in my fucking man panties. That's that's what the video is gonna be.
Oh, that the ladies' underwear that you
Yes.
had. Oh,
Wait.
very nice.
Wait, is he now hashtag doxes?
Damn it!
Doxus. Yes.
Doxes.
All right, have it go out there. Hashtag Doxus.
Hashtag doxes, everyone. Spread that shit around like herps.
Oh,
That
I
sounds
do.
like a
Can I
character from
say
Kingdom Hearts.
something real quick? Just real quick. I
Mhm.
want to thank everybody for participating in the charity streams yesterday on the Proper Villains, and then even coming and watching me play Overwatch. We actually made back the money that almost all of the money that GoFundMe decided to refund. So thank you very much, guys. Awesome.
But if you can keep donating to the Streamlabs, hold on, give me one sec. That link right there, because it's still not the goal.
If you don't donate, I will record what comes out of me.
And
What
if
if
you
someone has a fetish though?
That
and
might
they
be a
want
turn
that?
on for some of
if
the
you
guys.
donate $100, I will tell Lo-Fi to send you my side boob picture.
And I
I can
And
find that for
also
free online.
because I got $1,000 donation last night, I ended up rapping Lo-Fi's first verse of the Proper Villains rap live.
Oh yeah, Lo-Fi wrote a Proper Villains rap starring all 4 of the Proper Villains.
You guys are bitches. If someone donates $500, I'll kill an old lady. I don't care. Just pick her.
you said that about $50 and nothing happened.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
They're
he
old
has her
ladies.
buried
No
in
one
the
cares if they're
backyard.
gone.
But she's Asian. It's hard.
Okay.
He
You
needs
can't
the
kill an
extra
Asian,
money.
man.
No, they're
they
they're
string
small
back.
enough to chop up.
Isn't it weird how Asians look 20 for 50 years of their life, and then for the rest of their life they look 900?
And on top of that, we shrink.
Yeah, what's up with that? How does that genetically work?
It's
I
like
don't
when you
know.
microwave. It's like when you microwave a bag of Doritos, and it just like that's what that's an.
Who microwaves Dorito bags?
Why would you microwave a Dorito bag?
You didn't used to do that when you were a kid, and then you'd like hang it off your backpack because that was
dude,
somehow cool.
Yeah, that was a weird.
No.
No, that was a weird trend, along with the what is it? Soda can caps.
Okay, so I know about the soda can caps, and when it went from soda can caps to monster caps, for some fucking reason.
Wait, what the fuck what soda cap, monster cap? What the fuck?
What
Yeah,
are we
the
at?
tabs off of the
Oh.
cans, they would pull them
Yeah.
off and then put them on like a chain and like wear them around their neck because they're fucking retarded.
Hey, what about Pogs?
Hey, I played with Pogs and I was a menace on my playground. Okay.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
I had this
Dude.
beautiful gold slammer. I know it wasn't real gold, but like, oh, it was glorious.
For those of you
Hey,
confused in
Pokemon.
chat, in the 90s, to have fun, we would take circular discs of cardboard and then a plastic disc, and we would slam the plastic disc on the cardboard ones, and then they would go flying everywhere, and then we would take a pistol, put
You
it
make
in our
us sound
mouth
retarded.
because that was boring.
What?
No. Or we
Zell,
would
It wasn't boring.
It was
Only
a
those of us-
Zell is the kid that came with like 30 Pogs to school and like his favorite slammer and just lost them all.
yeah, right away. It was like day one of
Can't prove
the
that.
Pogs release, and Zell went to the principal because he lost all his shit.
Dude, I played with Pokemon cards. I
Same.
actually like
No,
got
I was-
I got badges and shit. Like
That
Yeah, I
came
was
out-
only
that
in
came
the
well
Pogs
after
for like a
Pogs.
month. That
Like-
fad was quick.
It was.
I Hey,
Or
I love
Pogs?
Pokemon.
Pogs
Yeah.
lasted quite a while. It was like the marbles of our generation.
Yeah.
And my slammer was metal. So
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
was mine. Mine wasn't
Oh
plastic
yeah, and
either.
then you had the
Yeah.
metal
Boom.
slammers.
I had
Yeah.
I
I
had
stole it.
I had one of those big ass thick 8-ball plastic slammers,
Mhm.
and then I also had a
Like
metal one
if you
with, like a
guys
buzzsaw.
if you guys in
Hashtag
the chat who
820.
don't know what we're talking about saw these things, you'd be like, that's got to be a really small cup for that coaster.
It's like
You have to look at it like this: is we actually grew up without cell phones, but we didn't
Very
have
true.
technology to support us. We had to be creative.
Yeah, we
Game
didn't have the
Boy.
Yeah,
internet to
bitches.
like,
I didn't have my
look
first
at,
cell phone until I was 18. Suck it.
yeah, we didn't have to we didn't get to look at like porn and stuff and all the awesome things. And I hate my childhood now that we're reflecting on it.
You just didn't know to look under your dad's bed and pull his Playboys like I did.
No,
You
The
looked under
my
hell-
your
dad had
dad's
the
the
hell
You
I
looked under
didn't.
your dad's
My dad
butt?
had the penthouse.
Penthouse
My
25th
dad
anniversary.
had Hustler. My dad had Hustler.
My dad had Playboys, and he
I
got
remember-
them every month.
I remember the first Playboy I found at a
Nudie
friend's house.
magazine day.
We,
Nudie
my
magazine
friend,
day.
my friend opened it up, and it was just the biggest, burliest bush you could imagine on this girl holding a machine gun, and it was the scariest thing in the world to me. And I just remember, like, I was like, I'm never gonna be interested in that.
Is that why you started having sex with Brockus?
There's nothing wrong with
Aw.
being gay. You
Nope.
know, what are you trying to shame? You trying to gay
Yeah.
shame?
Yeah, you fucking
Yeah.
bigot. You
No,
piece
just
of
Brock
shit.
is shame.
Just
We heard you
Brockus
guys
shaming.
space
Fuck.
dog.
Oh, okay.
You should
It's your
have sex
chosen
with
partner
Toxic.
that's
There-
wrong.
Look, Jim Max is saying his dad's V8 had VHS. I watched Betamax porn. Okay.
Oh
That's what
wow.
I'm talking about.
Holy shit.
Okay.
My dad had these VHS tapes called Nurses Love Anal 2.
Like TOO or a sequel?
I don't remember. I just remember the Nurses Love Anal.
How do you pop in Nurses Love Anal 2? How are you gonna follow that cerebral plot line? You got to see the first one to
And
know.
then there
where
was
all the
also
characters
a
are at.
Cinderella porn that he had had.
Backdoor
It was like
Sluts 9.
Vaughn. Oh god.
Dude, there were the best part about porn on VHS. There were actual stories. It wasn't just clips of like these substandard everyday Joes banging it out. It was
Yeah, it had to
actual
keep you
stories.
interested. It had to keep you interested while you play your fucking pogs and want to.
I have seen the hedgehog in his best days.
There are some porns out there still like on DVD, although I'm sure it's gonna be converted to Blu-ray soon. That have like Lord of the G-Strings.
Yes.
Like
Well, didn't they do a
that's-
Pirates of the Caribbean ripoff too?
Yeah.
I think so. They probably
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, it was just called Pirates.
It was the first Super HD porn was Pirates. It was
I remember that because at that
time.
time that it came out, I worked at Blockbuster, and we never had it in stock. It was always rented out. I'm assuming by the same man who just thought $500 in return late fees was worth it.
Most likely.
Yeah, Brock.
Or he just was smart and waited until they went out of business and never paid him a dime.
Boom.
There's that too.
Dude,
It's
I
very
love-
interesting
My
storyline.
very first porn was titled Juicy Lucy.
Juicy Lucy.
Debbie Does Dallas was the first one I saw.
Tracy, I Love You was my very first porn VHS I ever watched.
It was about your sister, wasn't it?
No, you don't know the story behind
Oh,
Tracy,
that would
I
be
Love
so
You?
hot, dude! I would bone his sister so
Tracy-
quick if you let me.
Tracy
No,
Lord,
Like
Is his
every
sister
one
hot?
of you, every one of you in here, every one of you would fuck his sister. You know which one I'm talking about, bro.
God,
Oh,
Tina,
I
in a
know which
second.
one you're talking about. I know exactly which one you're
Yeah,
talking
you
about.
would rape her ears. You would
I
choke
hate
her.
you.
You'd do everything.
Stop
I've
talking about my
actually not-
sister.
I've never actually met Brockus' sister, so
Color me
And
intrigued.
Quan wants to meet her now. We all want to meet her now.
I kind of do. Like, Brockus, is your sister available for a weekend?
Raucous, hook it
I
up,
fucking
gangbang.
talked about. I don't know. I don't. She moved out a while ago, and I haven't
Raucous,
talked to her
let me
since.
tap that ass.
Is she single so we can
She
have
don't.
a, you know?
She don't swing that way anymore.
Brockers, can she wipe my ass? Because I have to poo soon.
Brockus, do you realize that all Outlaw had to hear was anymore and it's game?
Yeah.
Because
No,
now
no,
it's
no,
a
no.
challenge.
No, here's the thing. No, my sister used to think that she was bi, and then it came time to put mouth to south, and she freaked the fuck out and ran away.
So that automatically makes her not not.
Maybe the pie was fucking disgusting. Have you
No,
thought
she.
about that?
And that shit was all blown out.
She was fine when it was just.
She went
groping
down on a
and
blue
making-
waffle. That's why that happened.
Oh,
Seriously,
Jesus
man, I'd be scared of
Christ.
that shit too, and I love pussy.
No,
Dude.
she basically like she was fine when it was just making out and groping and shit, but when it came time to actually like performing with actual sex, she freaked the fuck out and ran away.
See, that's
Told
what
you
we
the
call a
story?
quitter.
She's still gay though.
Not really. Like I think that was her wake up call because like she again she thought
You know what?
she was.
I'll be her wake up call, okay, Brockus?
Oh
Sorry.
my god, you and your wife need to stay the fuck away from my family. If that's what you get. Well, actually, no. I do have lesbian cousins, so you know, on family reunions, you're welcome.
Does anybody remember Spider Babe? American Phoenix was asking, and I'm trying to remember.
Yes, I've
I
seen
watched
Spider
it.
Babe.
Yeah, it was the cringiest. Dude, I didn't realize that T.J. Kirk was gonna be in Spider Babe, but there he was, just being a fucking cringy asshole in the fucking park when she just shot her cooch webbing all over his ass.
Dude, you remember pop-up VHS players? Someone in the chat mentioned it.
Oh, you push the
Papa?
button and the
Oh,
thing
yeah.
comes
Yeah.
up.
Do you remember
Yeah.
dedicated VHS rewinders?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
actually
guys, you
I
were-
actually had one. I actually
you guys
had
heard
one.
right. You guys heard right in the chat. There was a point where VHS wasn't developed, that it wasn't that far in its development, so that like you couldn't rewind. You had to have another box to stick the fucking VHS tape in to rewind it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Correct.
some people had like that bottle of VHS cleaner right next
Yes.
to their system.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah. Antoine,
Yes, sir.
I want to bring up something that
Uh-oh.
you tweeted about that's very interesting.
Uh-oh.
And I think we should see if we can get away with playing it, because why shouldn't we be able to? Because this is a tiny little video.
Oh,
or
he's only got
creator.
400 and something subscribers.
We should play it. Someone just fucking screen share it and just like let's give some nice stuff to some nice cringe to the audience.
I
So
will
you
post
tweeted
a-
earlier.
Right.
You tweeted earlier about a video that
Yes.
some dude made where he
found
just
it.
like shit on like Andy and Tonka and Failure and Blood Sports, and that it was the cringiest thing you've seen in a while.
Yes. If we play it, because I don't have Lo-Fi, is your OBS working or no?
She would have to have the key. To
Oh,
the
she has to
fucking-
have the stream key.
Jesus.
So
Yeah.
never mind.
Broncos could do it.
No, I can't.
You,
So I
you don't
put-
have access to screen share right
I
now?
You just got to believe in
Well,
yourself,
no, because
man.
the
No.
screen share,
It would be pointless. No one's gonna
well-
hear anything. You will only ever see what's happening. And
Oh
I'm
no,
not gonna.
you can see it. Bring
No,
it
no.
up on screen share. Even
Alright,
just
yeah,
watching the
no,
first
all you
part
do-
of it is worth it.
Yeah, just as if we all click on whoever's screen sharing it, that should help. Like,
Zell, Bruni stole your fucking new name.
Okay. Just a second. Step my screen share.
just screen share that shit, guys. Well, we can figure it out. We
It's
we
just
don't
that
need-
it's just that we won't be able to.
What I'm saying is
No one will be
nobody
able to
but the
hear
person playing it is going to be able to hear it.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh
problem.
no, that's the
Why
thing.
should
It'll
You
be
don't.
If
You
you
don't
mute,
have
if
to
everyone
hear-
mutes ourselves and we don't talk over, then it should be able to be here because when you screen share, it plays sound on our end. At least mine does.
No. It'll play sound on our end if we're watching whoever's screen sharing or whatever. But like the actual.
Can I take a second to call out Bruni?
Yes, go ahead. I told you he stole your name.
Bruni is Mr. Vinegar on Twitter right now. And it's not spelled in the most discreet of ways. This guy went all out. Bruni, I'm calling it now, Bruni. In 12 minutes, you're gone from Twitter, but I love you.
By the way, Bruni, you're Monica now.
I need to follow this motherfucker.
I fucking love Bruni. This is
Son of
How's
a
it going?
bitch.
sir? Okay, so let me tell you about this video. You don't have to hear it. The people in the hangout, you'll hear it, but you don't have to hear it when you're watching it because of what it's going to show. Just go ahead, play it,
This
Lo-Fi.
sounds
Go
like
ahead.
an orgy.
Okay.
Hey,
Or you
everybody
could
shut up.
play, or you could play it on the Google Hangout and on your phone at the same time and play that audio so you sync it up. Or you could just be a bitch and not believe in yourself.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself so that this way it's only low and low, make whatever noise you want to make.
I might go poo while you watch it.
God damn it. Oh, fuck.
What's happening?
It's a bunch of dead air. That's all it is.
It's
What the fuck?
Okay, so he is rapping in a hamster voice a
Yeah.
song that I think Eminem did, and
Yeah.
then this is his character. Okay, I do a character, I do a voice, I have an image. This is his fucking character. Is this fucked up looking motherfucking hamster and a squeaky ass motherfucking voice? Like,
Lo-fi,
it,
you
it's
gotta
not even
say
Supposed to be
funny.
something.
Or some shit.
oh, I need to talk. That would make sense.
And he
Boobity-boobity.
rails on Worski, right? He rails on Worski for not being funny, and that he's funnier than Worski. I tried watching his other videos. They are so fucking bad. Like, yeah, I put the link up in the chat. Guys, go watch it. It's one of the most cringe-inducing fucking things I've ever seen.
Or I could
In
just
side
like
chat or main
turn.
chat?
I could just turn my camera on and then like put it on my TV and. There's ways, guys.
Or we could just end the stream. Jesus. No one has OBS.
Yeah.
She,
No one has
Lo-Fi does, but she would need the stream key from Schmeckle.
Wait. I have a no. I have a way we might be able to do this. It's gonna be dumb.
Okay.
but-
Have you been listening to the stream for the last 20 minutes? I think dumb is going to be an improvement.
All right, fair enough. So I'm planning on watching the video, and I will screen share, and I will take out the mic part from my headphones, or not the mic, the headphones part, and get my mic as close as possible to my to my laptop. So as I'm screen sharing and you're watching, you guys might be able to hear it. Does it sound like an idea?
Let's try it. Go for it.
All right. Let me see. Everybody shut the fuck up real quick. Screen share. Share.
This isn't working out very well.
Well, now I can hear it.
This is like the blind leading the blind right now.
I know.
It's not that. It's not working.
It's like Ray Charles trying to pick out his favorite porno or something.
Yeah, you should be doing it off your cell phone or something else.
In the Chrome browser, you can see the item cast. Why? It's not working. Okay.
Yeah, it's not working.
Back it.
Just
Yeah.
what's the video called, out of curiosity?
It is called. Hold on. It
No,
is
it's
called
called
Bloodsports ? Worski Live and the Morning Kumite Morons.
It's called in the chat.
Yeah, the link is. I've put the link in the chat a couple times.
Yeah, but it won't let me pull it on my phone from my app.
Well, get good.
You'll
God
get
damn
good.
The whole video is just fucking stupid as shit. That's the type of video I was talking about, where it just seems like the person is fucking jealous that they don't have those numbers. That they're just
it was,
criticize.
dude. That whole video is nothing but fucking salt and jealousy.
Yeah, it's just It comes off pathetic. Now, if you want to claim that you're just criticizing it, fine, by all means. But I'm most likely going to judge it on what it looks like to me and say, no, that looks like you're just fucking jealous of Tonka and Andy's fucking success on YouTube. You know, despite
Go ahead and
everything
mute
that is
yourself.
consistently
Shut your mouth and
happening.
mute yourself.
All right, fine.
All right. Still not working.
What?
Shh, don't watch.
I'm trying to find Antoine's video of it because that'll be faster, but I'm not seeing your tweet here, man. Oh, there it is.
Shut your shit off.
Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low key. Hated on by most these niggas with no cheese, no deals and no G's, no wheels and no keys, no books, no snowball bills and no keys. Mad at me 'cause I can finally afford to provide my family with groceries. Got a crib with a studio and it's all on the tracks. To add to the wall full of plaques, hanging up in the office and back of my house like trophies. And y'all think I'ma let my dough freeze? Oh please, you better bow down on both knees. Who you think taught you to smoke trees? Who you think brought you to OD? Easy, Ice Cubes and DOC, this new deal double G, and a group that said motherfuck to the police.
All right, Zell, just cut it from here. We heard him try to rap as a hamster. That was
You don't want to hear the rest?
no, because it's just
Yeah,
then he starts going in as a fucking hamster talking and shit and
it really is one of those things where it doesn't matter if we actually show it. It doesn't matter if we actually play it. It's fucking stupid. The link is in the chat. Go watch it after the stream and everything.
It's bad. Okay, I've been criticized about some of the things that I've said. Well, actually, not very many of my videos. He doesn't research anything, and it's just him bitching that they found a niche. They found what they wanted. People wanted to watch. It's all about him being just fucking salty as a motherfucker.
He tries to be funny with stupid fucking memes, and it's just it's ridiculous.
And then he says that he did this stuff back in the late 90s, early 2000s in fight chat rooms or some stupid shit, and that it all he calls Tonka a loser and basically says that any of them, if they come into his chat room, all of the people he knows would tear them apart and turn them into crying little bitches.
I'm just really sad that they use the hamster thing use that song because fucking nowadays everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Motherfuckers act like you forgot about Dre.
Well, the funniest part about it is his name's Banksy Style, so he's ripping off so many different people at once. He can't even get his fucking shit straight.
Well, I never heard of him, and I still don't care. And I'm sad that I gave that a watch.
Yeah, I had never heard of him until fucking Antoine tweeted it out, and I regretted it almost instantly.
I'd never heard about him until I checked the fucking shill channel for Declan Black.
Furry Kitten says hashtag not all hamsters.
Fair enough. Yeah, I have actually seen some enjoyable hamsters on YouTube. Not all hamsters.
I don't.
Oh yeah, that was bad. I regret watching it.
Oh, thank you, Antoine. Fuck you.
You're welcome. I tweeted. I just tagged
my diarrhea worse.
I didn't tag you, Lo-Fi. I tagged Brockus and I tagged Zell and I tagged Tonka, Failure, and Andy.
Yeah,
I didn't tag anybody that I knew was going to be like, oh god, that's one of the worst things possible. I tagged Brockus because I know he likes watching cringy shit. I tagged Zell because he likes watching cringy shit. So
I don't fuck you for not tagging me then.
Oh, so now you're complaining.
Yeah. Of course I am.
I still think it'll be funny if he thinks he gets a lot of views on this and he keeps making shit like this because of how cringy it is, you know?
Yeah.
No, he's got all of his stuff. I think it's less than 50 views.
But this has 103 thanks to you.
116.
Yeah, you should bring him on here so we can rip into him like we did that special needs kid on Saturday night.
Well, I would love to do that,
That
but
autistic
I
motherfucker.
have to go because I have a naked woman waiting in my bed. So
Oh, I ain't talking about right now. I'm talking about in the future. You go rub one out or do whatever you're quote unquote gonna do, but
Zell, Bruni wants to know if
Have
we can go
fun with
back
the
to
toys
talking
with
about.
Gwen.
He wants to
I
know if
will
we can.
definitely be having fun with Gwen. I will see you guys later.
Bruni wants to know if we
fun.
can go back to talking about how awesome his new Twitter name is.
Great. Well, Bruni, you're welcome. Well, not me. You're welcome. Zell, tell Bruni you're welcome because it was your idea.
Yeah, he's got a great new. Twitter name.
Actually, no. Wasn't it my idea that I had originally given you? Like because you were talking
What idea are you
about
talking
how
about?
we're
You're-
talking the vinegar. Because we're talking about a way for you to call to have the word nigger, and I was saying, why don't you call them your vinegars?
No, that was my idea. This is an old joke I used to tell.
Okay.
I used to say like I'm so progressive I don't use vinegar on my salad.
That's fun. I
No,
like
don't
that.
fuck hamsters, American Phoenix. That's bestiality, and it's
Guinea
highly
pigs
frowned
wiggle,
upon in
but
most.
hamsters tickle. Okay, very good.
there's actually someone who has that as their handle, like at vinegar, and they've been around for a multitude of years and haven't been banned for it yet.
Well,
Is it
we need
spelled the
to
same way?
we need a hashtag. We need to at them. Just
Okay.
spam them.
VINIGGER and VINIGGER_ are both real people on Twitter.
Okay, so anyone
2009
in the
vinegar.
anyone in the chat that's willing to go ahead and at those people, and when you do, don't say outright that you're pretending to be like alt right or ethnostater,
Oh,
but
and
just talk to them as if you were an ethnostater, but be nice.
yes,
See if they
vinegar is
catch on.
black. Vinegar underscore is black.
Yeah, then just like
Oh.
That's perfect.
like tweet at them and be like, yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Down with all those.
Furry Kitten says,
Oh,
I tried fucking hamsters. They chub up when you come in them.
All right, okay, that's
no, stop, you monster.
Oh, we got another Richard Gere in the chat.
Ooh.
You never heard the hamster joke about how Richard Gere has one in his ass? Come on.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that one.
Like the only thing I've ever
all
been
right.
aware
Bruni's
of.
banned from everything.
Really? No, he did that earlier. He's fine.
I don't know. I want him gone. I don't like that. It's toxic. Now we need
Shut
to
the
pray
fuck
and
up.
have. Now we need to pray and have Chad standing behind us.
No,
All right.
baked.
All right, baked.
You don't stick hamsters up your ass. It's gerbils.
Yeah, gerbils, that's the one. Yeah. But either way, you gonna preach for us, Zell baked?
Lemmy wings, prepare for the journey you have ahead.
Lemmy Winks.
Oh,
Paris Hilton.
You must leave the intestines, or soon you will be dead.
This is
Full
the
Metal
best shit
Pickle
ever.
Cells. Shut it, Baked Zell.
You must be very careful because Brockus has a terrible diet.
I do. You really need to tread carefully. I don't need fuck you stew for what comes out of my ass.
Oh god.
You do if you want it to be like fiery.
Yeah, that's all natural, and it is fiery. I eat a lot of spicy chips.
Hold on. Is what's coming out of you, Lo-Fi? Is it like a tint of red?
Oh, that's
Uh,
because of the tear.
Sometimes.
You guys ever like eaten a whole bag of hot Cheetos and then 4 hours later you go to the bathroom and then for a split second when you get up you look in the toilet bowl and you go ah and then you go oh yeah.
No. That's never happened
It's
to
just
I
me.
don't
all
scream
red.
as loud. Oh yeah, with the spicy chips, chili chips, but not the And
You
right
go,
now,
oh, is that blood? No, it's just dye.
Furry Kitten says, hashtag all hail brave Sir Lemmy Winks.
Matthew Steinberg. Did you see the thing Medicare posted about being able to now DMCA and file claims on individual clips from videos? What?
What?
I thought people
What the
did
fuck?
that anyway.
I'm pretty sure they
But
do,
are they,
but if that's
are they
the
now
It's got to be
allowed?
transformative in nature, and we made fun of hamsters on this show, so we transformed that clip.
Yeah.
I will say I've been DMCA struck like I don't know, like 10 times since I started on YouTube, and I've won every single one of them because just got to know how fair use works.
Yeah. Like if I
Yeah.
take one of a Gluck's videos and I put it on my channel and I don't change anything about it, that's
Oh,
okay. And a Gluck
Can
better
you-
leave me alone.
Yeah, Gluck, stop picking on Zell.
Oh, you can mirror whatever of mine you want because I have it under Creative Commons, so I don't care if people mirror my shit. So you want to steal my shit? Go ahead. You probably make more money off of it than I possibly ever could.
You guys heard that in the chat.
Well, I do. I don't have it under a
The
standard
game is
license. I have
on.
it. Zell's YouTube just becomes all my videos.
and I don't put mirror in the title. I put original content, and then I'll just take my avatar and like staple it over your fucking head, and I'm like, hey
No,
guys,
no talking over it at all. It's just my voice.
yeah, and like anytime you're like, hey, a Gluck here, I change it to like, hey, Joe here.
Cracking hookers for everyone. Thanks, Batman McGrath.
Are you buying? Because if you're buying, I think we might all enjoy. Because if you're not buying, then get the fuck out of the chat.
I think he is buying. I think he is
also,
buying.
no, it's a new tool that YouTube are releasing for where you can add revenue snipping tool. Yeah, so you can now, according to YouTube, take people's money if they have clips of yours in.
Yeah, but they would have to prove that it's not used under fair use, and so I mean, because that's like the news. Like the news would be an issue if you couldn't, snatch the little
Just wait,
snippets.
someone is gonna use pseudonyms.
Sooner or
Yeah,
later.
it'll probably happen. Hey, we have enough viewers in here for Brockus. Do you want to? Can I announce what we're going to do tomorrow night on the con stream?
Sure, go ahead.
So tomorrow night, Brockus and I are seeing the premiere of Avengers: Infinity War, and we thought, why the hell not? Right after we see the movie, we're gonna hop onto the con stream. So it should be around, I want to say 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when you should look for our live review. We're gonna go live. We're gonna do a whole section of avoiding spoilers, and then we will announce the spoiler section, and we will just spoil the shit out of it.
So what he's saying is it will be a later stream unless Schmeckel does something earlier, correct?
Yeah, even if it's like during a stream, like as soon as we're done with seeing the movie, even if we got to crash a stream, we'll do it, and then we're just gonna review it.
I like that idea, but just
I'm
don't
gonna watch it Sunday, so I'm not gonna watch that.
don't make it don't ruin it for the rest of us who aren't
Yeah,
seeing
just
it
don't give
tomorrow.
spoilers.
No. We're gonna announce our spoiler section. We will not spoil it until we have announced it and given people enough time to close, like mute it, turn it off, do whatever you want.
Well, why don't you guys just do the whole you give it ratings based on blah 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 story and the way that it was filmed and like your feelings on it without actually going into any actual details because it's possible to do that.
Oh, you mean like a review? Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Well, yeah, but
and
you're
then we're
saying
gonna
that
do
you're
that.
gonna do a spoiler section.
Yeah,
and then we
that's
will
what-
do a spoiler section.
Yeah,
yes.
that was the idea they said. They're
Well,
gonna
yeah,
give
I
people
just
chance
say-
to
just
leave when they
Yeah,
want
the
to.
spoiler section won't be long. We'll try to make it quick, but we're gonna warn people beforehand, and we'll tell them to tune back in. Like 20 minutes. Tune back in.
Well, and you also have to look at it like this. If you've ever read the comics, you already know what's going to happen here. But side chat.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've basically got the cue to go ahead and wrap it up. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But yes, join us tomorrow for a very late stream with myself and Zell, where we actually give give a review of Infinity War. We will, of course, give some sort of I guess, screen share warning, letting you know, spoiler alert kind of thing, to let you know to mute, walk away, whatever the case is, and shit. If you don't give a fuck about spoilers, of course, continue to stay tuned in. What else do we have? We already
Also,
talked about.
I'm going to shill one more time for you to help out Antoine and his family because his little girl is stuck in a Winnebago. They have not yet
Winnebago.
reached their goal. No, honestly, their landlord had decided to short sell the house that they were renting underneath them and pretty much gave them an eviction notice, gave them only 30 days to figure this out, and the landlord
Now,
was still demanding rent on
Now,
top
what's
of
important is to remember that I may have had something to do with it, but that's not the point. You know,
But if you
the
guys
point
could,
isn't my emails to their landlord.
but if you guys could just help, just do what you can to help out. I've been shilling the Streamlabs because GoFundMe had done this really fucked up thing with because some people were like donating multiple times. They decided to automatically refund some of the multiple donations because it got flagged for the multiple donations. So I have been shilling the Streamlabs, and hopefully that can help. And if you guys could, give anything, $5, even like it just be really appreciated.
No, if you don't
Because
give
we don't
money,
want
don't show
the
up on the stream anymore. Like, we don't
because
want
we
you
don't
here.
want the we don't want the we don't want their 5-year-old little girl to be homeless.
Yeah,
That's
you killed their daughter if you didn't give any money, and you should never show up at a cunt stream again. All right, have a good night, guys.
Or if you can't donate, share it around to your followers and friends. That's a good way to help out too if you're,
And family.
not super well off. And
Yes.
family, yes.
Still, yeah, family's credit card. It's fine.
Oh yes.
Fair enough.
Anyone else gonna show? Because if not, I'm going to.
She'll look luck.
Well, yeah.
I'm-
Before you do that, I'm just going to make a couple of quick announcements. Of course, every single night of the Cunt Stream, you can find me and the rest of the Cunt Streamers. We are working on various different new shows, blah, blah, all that stuff. Zell will be coming back to command position the following week, or next week.
No.
At the regular time.
No. I know I won't.
Oh, that's right. You're officially quitting.
Yeah.
There's Not Safe for Wednesdays, Wednesday afternoons at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which would be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by Kadunt and Lo-Fi. They
Hi.
mainly talk about sex and sex topics. Let's see, Proper Villains every Tuesday at 4 p.m.
On Help for the Guildless.
On Help for the Guildless, but it might not be every single Tuesday because of the current situation that Antoine is in. There might be some cancellations, whatnot, so on.
Fuck, I'm gonna host it every time I have the stream key.
True. Other than that, go ahead, Gluck, and shill away.
If you want to check out my stuff, go ahead and unsub from Gluck and sub to Trippy Poop apparently, but no, check out my channel, and I got some. I do actual created as well as some one of your guys' mods. I do created stuff there. Twitter all over the place. A lot of the fellow cunts here are following me. You can follow me through there, and who knows? You'll probably be seeing a bit more of me on here sooner or later.
Yeah, we would love that.
Cool. Sounds good. All right, cunts, take it easy and good night.
That's it.